Once upon a time, when I was reckless and naively in love, I spontaneously decided that I would go visit my significant other for her birthday at her university, which required me to make up an excuse to both my job and my parents, as well as to take 2 long trains to get there. I remember I got there with so much zeal, enthusiasm, and gifts that I had poured so much of my emotional creativity into. One of the gifts that I had gotten made for her was an arrangement of some of our pictures from our memorable dates printed onto a metal plate with a handwritten message on the other side that I borrowed from our favorite book that we read together. Quote, "I'm in love with you, and I'm not in the business of denying myself the simple pleasure of saying true things. I'm in love with you, and I know that love is just a shout into the void, and that oblivion is inevitable, and that we are all doomed, and there will come a day when all our labor will have been returned to dust, and I know that the sun will swallow the only earth will ever have, and I am in love with you." Unquote. Little did I know how intensely she would rip my heart out through my chest and sprinkle salt on it before lighting it on fire when I saw how careless and unreceptive she had become. From what has become the most devastating heartbreak I have ever experienced, I have learned how much I am involved in my own annihilation, how self-damaging and self-sabotaging I have been to put myself in a weakened and defeating position. This incident in my life opened up my eyes to how much of our own suffering is due to our own affliction and how big of a role we play in our own downfall. Essentially, I have noticed that in most cases, I am my own greatest tormentor and I am the demon in my head. While this is quite disturbing, it is also quite liberating to know that the heaven and hell of my life both rest within the decisions of who I am to myself, a punisher or a savior.